So we name this video part 2. And literally strap one phone to the next. Tell me what you're seeing, tell me what you're getting. If you're getting anything at all. Let's see. A pack of asses part 2. Are you there? Let me see if it makes its way into the feed. Let me see what kind of numbers we get for part 2. Bring everybody back, share the link, let them know we're here. Bring everybody back, share the link, let them know we're here. We have things to discuss. While we're waiting on the crowd to come back, they're joining up. Crowd building. Crowd building. We'll wait on the crowd to build up. I looking for this at it. Nine is about Golo. Tell himself he's true Indian. Doesn't wear no jeans, he wearing dhoti. Throw away his hat and put on a turban. The others, turn the ball, turn the ball. Golo. A blurry intro. Video blurry, they say. Why would that be so? Better? Golo must sanction. Really wrong with this man. His idol now is Sundar Popo. Here's the Chowtal man. If you see him carry on, when they burn in Rawan. This is Johnny Gonzalez, Image and Company. You know that song? We lost our talent. Johnny died last year from cancer. Rest in peace. Still blurry.
Man, if you see this, Golo is more like a
Gaza in a Rima. Uncle bust a man head with a aloha. Right away, Uncle Nelly commit murder. In front of the magistrate, if you see it done straight, how much trouble he could make if they take go low, go low. He's singing go low, When Kaiso and Soka had meet, I think for the only time in our history, this year, David Rudder, when he became King David Rudder, when he won Young King, Calypso King and Road March, it will never be duplicated. Remember that year? The Hammer and Bahia Girl mashed them up. When he sang Hammer in the Dimash Gra. Somewhere up in Laventine, many years ago, a man had a hammer, used to follow him to and fro. He used to use it upon a pan, or sometimes a stupid man, all in the savannah, never miss panorama. When he was in Dimash Gra for this song, in the finals, they didn't think, this young boy, he was a young boy then, they didn't think. And he started, although he have a short foot, right? One of his feet, the front of the other foot. And he have a style of a dance. He's danced like a cockroach, trying to turn in a circle if it lose a leg. And I'm not joking at the man, because it worked for him. And it gave him a kind of Shango dance, boy. And the rhythm section come down to just the drums. The Dimash Gra show, you know. And it's just Rudder, no stunts, no props, just Rudder. And the rhythm section come down to just the drums, boy. And Rudder singing. Shallow was right here in Panorama, right here in the Savannah, and the crowd start to move to that beat to the drums. And then he just channeled Rudolph Charles' spirit into the Dimash Gra show. When he started singing, Charlo, he right here in the Savannah, right here. Boy, the people went mad. When Rudder stopped, the cheering wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. And I hear the announcer say, the people just gave that man the crown. The people just gave that man. If you could put your hands on that video to hear him perform the Hammer in the Dimash Gra show, I tell you, still again, goosebumps now. Mash them up. David Rudder now, all you could vex, still all you want to vex. David Rudder is the best calypsonian this country has ever had. Bar none. He had the lyrical skill, turn of phrase of Sparrow, and the musical understanding of Kitchener. He brought that to the table. He without a doubt, the absolute, with the, hear that chorus. He said this thing like a police boots on the corn. The hammer hit me a heavy horn. Why you up on leave? Why you make me grieve? Hammer tell me that. Why you doing that? Oh Lord, well the dragon don't want me trail no more. Well the dragon don't want me trail no more. No other calypsonian ever tied culture in this country together like Rudder tied culture. When he used words like Baba Green, people didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Middle class people in this generation didn't know the Baba Green was where poor people used to go and hear the pan tune. From April of 85, Hammer went to sleep. After years of making noise, not even a peep. He used to move with the dragon man all through this soca land. control the Baba Green. Get on line. Who holding the hammer? Who he pass it to? Like a police boots on the corn. That man can arrest it. He gone by, they say gone by Whitey Lima and Pawn. The man say a thunder roll and Sister Sheila ball out, you see? He done start the tune pan in heaven already. I can't interrupt this song. This will always be, I tell you, this man is the greatest living, the greatest calypso ever. Ever. I remember Gypsy had their vex. Hear that? Poetry. Same time Thunder Road, she ball out, you see? He done start a tune up and and his next song, Bahia Girl, the rest of the Calypsonians get vexed. They get vexed because for the first time, they've never done it. They've never been able to do what he did. For the first time, he gave them a hybrid, soca calypso. And that is what not even Ras Shorty Eye, who invent soca, could have do. The closest somebody come was Maestro. But Maestro career wasn't long enough. And Maestro get killed. Maestro get killed. And if you ever hear about a calypsonian named Maestro, Maestro get killed the exact way he had write a calypso 2 years before and sing. A hard lash, a car crash. He's singing Bionic. How they had to try and bring him back Bionic. And so he died. The side of the road. There are another fellow named Merchant. But Merchant ended up, he was gay at a time when gayness wasn't accepted in Trinidad. And I think he died of AIDS. If I am wrong, I apologize. But I think that's what he died of. And Merchant was the next very talented soca collaborator, calypso. I didn't even know what the word to use. And I remember that Gypsy had gave X because they couldn't hold on, rather. They couldn't hold him down. And Gypsy had gave X and write a song called Sing Ram Bam, Way Bam Balam, making fun of what Rudder does. But what Rudder does is Rudder speaks the rhythm. Gypsy never understood that. Now, don't get me wrong. Gypsy, Winston Peters, excellent lyricist, and he had a sweet voice. And he parlayed that. And he was a very good calypsonian, like top tier calypsonian. But David Rudder had a level. Nobody else ever operates in that space. Nobody else ever operates in that space. You ever album called The Gilded Years? I think that's the name of the album, I'm not sure. His greatest hits. You don't use that word twice. That carnival. Rudder could have cured cancer. That carnival. Young King, Calypso Monarch, Road March. If they had Soca Monarch then, he'd have win that too. Now he has written many brilliant songs, and I really want to acknowledge it, because you see, I see Christophe Samlal join, and Christophe Samlal have a part, no get vexed, because I say soca nowadays is shit. And I really believe that every year, auto-tune is supposed to win Road March. Because all of this that passing for music now is a set of auto-tune. And I was going to, if I had the time, record my dog barking, auto-tune it, and see if I could pass it off as a calypso or soca. But in the day of David Rudder, you had to be able to have, and Leroy Callis, Black Stallion, you all know him? He is a lyrical genius. Listen to the songs that he wrote, all of them, brilliant. But he said, 5 verse and chorus is too much of lyrics to write stupidness. 5 verse and chorus is a calypso. It's 5 verses, 5 choruses, and it's too much of lyrics to write stupidness. And people will tell you that they've been great. I don't know how you would pick what the best song David wrote. I think he probably still yet to write his best song. But this song, lyrically, this song, and I think this song heralded the change in his musical career. When you started to get things like Katie, I'm Sorry, and Madman Rant, and that kind of different thing, do the whole see, go down, remember that thing? This song. They should teach this. Everything gone to a standstill. The crowd start to cuss. Hear them. What's wrong with the man? The man with the iron fall because the vibration bust away the welding. And when the iron fall, it humble the man. And a steel band. And if you ever hear, I'm sure, when Winchester Dead or Alive, tung, 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 that is the iron. You hear that just now? When the iron fall, it humble the band. So the iron is the rhythm. Down there in the steel band is the engine room. When you follow at steel band on the road, there's a section that is the man with the bell and the iron and the fella and the drum. The drums, they have drums. And that is the engine room of the band. That is set the rhythm. So you say the pan is the body, but the rhythm is the heart of the thing. That is the soul of carnival. You ever hear anybody write a calypso that ties the culture together so perfectly? So the engine room is the heart of carnival, the soul of carnival. If your iron good is king. And yes, Dave, I have written 4 calypsos. Check your grandmother and the neighbor next door. If times didn't change up, or no, we'd still be in big war. She put out your mother because she was in love with her partner. Just a prayer on my head. Now she goes into the neighbor next door. Oh, my daughter beats for a steel band. If it wasn't for you, girl, your daddy would have been so dread. Come now, man. Come now, man. Greatest, he's the greatest, the absolute greatest ever. And I'm not having that argument with anybody. However, I was in the Oval for Soca Monarch, stage side. The stage was practically in the center of the field, and I was in a kind of enclosure. And when this man came on, that's the iron. Sherwin Winchester will never, ever, ever live up to that song. And he wrote some beautiful songs after and performed some beautiful songs after. But I want to tell you, there was a band that came out in America. There was a band called Aha. And their song, Take On Me, was such a different song. And it was at the time when music videos had now come out. And they had done this real revolutionary music video with cartoons that became them. And that song was so big that they put out album after album, and I love their music, so I follow their music and I know their songs, but it never made a hit again because you could never. Sherwin Winchester. I remember in 2005, your foot, you ever jump and party so hard that your foot just give up, and your body tell you, but you could go, I stay in here, and that song come on, you find all the energy again. In Soca Monarch, the oval was rocking like this. No lie. Look at that, feel the floor move. 20,000 people. And I am sure there are people in this country that are equally talented, better talented, that are capable and could write and perform and sing massive tunes that not getting a chance, they're not getting an airplay, they're not getting on Chowlin on them station, they're not getting with the soca controllers and the soca mafia, and you believe it or not, in this country, even that you have to take off your clothes for. Even to sing a soca and get on a people's stage, you have to take off your clothes or pay a bribe or give a man a cut in your royalties. Even in soca, this is a country where banditry invades everything. Listen to this song. It's a girl named Helen Marquez. Amazing talent. Celebrate a healing hurricane. When 51 Degrees had now opened, they used to have a karaoke night. I think it was on a Thursday night. And every time Helen passed through and sing, she win. Because Helen Marquez is one of the best singers I have ever heard sing. She's a small girl. She's small. But she have a kind of, when she have a, her music is so powerful coming out of her. You ever hear this woman sing? And I don't know where you'd go. And if I know, I just know her. So I know her music. And she will never get anywhere. She will never get a chance unless, you see, that's why Patrice Roberts are now they jamming the woman because she gone on her own. So Patrice must only sing with Machel. You see that kind of bullshit? That kind of nothingness? That's the culture. Imagine that. And I'm sad. This guy Fireball. Remember Fireball? Fireball sing. What was Fireball song? Fireball song. Somebody will remember and write it on the thread. Fireball song went to #1 in Europe. And he come back here and say he can't get his song played in Trinidad, but he's #1 in Europe. Imagine that. Imagine that. Our people so ridiculously talented. Major Lazer is not Major Lazer without a Trini. And Major Lazer make one of the biggest songs ever. One of those techno songs. You know Major Lazer song was an amazing song. And they couldn't do that without that boy Jillian. Trini, to the bone. The biggest selling pop artist of all times is Onika Maraj from St. James. Onika Maraj from St. James went to America and become Nicki Minaj and blow Beyonce out of the water. Trinis have talent. talent, talent, and every freaking carnival is whore. Come now, man. How could that be? Marshall will sing shit half the time, and people, I mean, this country, there is something wrong with us. Honesty evades us. We can't speak with mind. We must be bandwagoners all the time. I listened to Soca Kingdom and I thought, but what the hell is this? This is organized noise. That is not a soca for me to say, hey boy, the way people getting on. The Frontology was a big tune. And if it wasn't for Nigel Rojas of Orange Sky and them riffs in that song, you all know the Frontology, right? You know that song? I don't have it here. I have it on the next playlist. The Frontology. Do I have it on any of these playlists? Listen to the boss now, man. Austin Lyons. You ever hear about him? You ever hear about Austin Lyons? I want to show them how much I know Calypso and Soca. Blue Boy sing a song called Get Something and Wave. That was the name of a song, Get Something and Wave. And everybody waving since then. That song was so powerful. Go and get, I don't have it, Get Something and Wave. Go and get that. Listen to this. Before auto-tune days, you have to have a voice. This is the original voice. This is probably the sweetest voice we've ever had in Soca Calypso. Baron boy, tell me why. Here it goes. Carnival was tasteful obscenity. We were culture and we were arm's length and we could wind up on a boomsy. But Carnival is slowly but surely going down a road where you are going to pay to be on the road naked having sex. To Marshall and Kess in a duet. Because that's where we go in. There's no culture, there's no art, there's nothing new. Every year, same bullshit, same fets. I have a friend, Chrissy Prasad, saying, she's post pictures of herself wearing the same clothes from last year fete. Nobody cares, nobody takes it on, nobody notices. Pretty good. But the culture is shit. And I'm real sorry to say that, but I have to say it because I love my country and I love our culture. And I love it bad. I love it bad. Sorry about that. I forget to forward the phone calls because I'm on my phone. And people are going to be calling me when they think it's 9 o'clock. But this is the rerun and the remix and part 2. And people vex because we're not talking politics. I see people asking, what do you think about this and what do you think about that? Orange Sky and Bungie Garland. Why Nigel Rojas didn't get his props? It's like when Eddie Van Halen played the guitar on Thriller, put Michael Jackson, because the album before, Off the Wall, was still Michael Jackson as an R&B singer. But when Eddie Van Halen played with Michael Jackson on Thriller, he put Michael in a next level and changed his career. Same thing happened. Tonight is the very last show. Before we are out on the road, the girl never released the road. So let me see your hands up, so everybody. This was a big tune. If you're ready for the road, let your friend them know. We're ready for the road. This was a big tune. We're ready for the road. We play them first. There was a time Calypso and Carnival had something it called brass. And every Carnival band had a brass truck. And no amount of auto-tune and no amount of synthesizer could hit you like the punch of brass in a brass song. There a band from Barbados sang a song called Conga Line. And the whole opening, if you know Conga Line, I just do that, Mark. Just keep telling me to do that and I don't know how to do that. If I click your name, will that invite you? Invite Mark to broadcast. Let's see what that does. I just clicked it, Mark. Conga Line. The whole thing, the whole opening was brass. And they have DJs that used to just loop the and they used to just loop that over and over and over. And people was happy with just that. Conga line, in the conga line, jump and wine. You all know that song, right? That was a Bajan. That was a Bajan song. I don't know what I did. I tried to invite you, Mark, and I don't know what that did to the rest of the feed. So, hope everybody else nice and lovely and still liking themselves. But, plain talk. What became of our culture is not the same thing. It's not. Nothing is different. It is the same sexiness, don't get me wrong. 10,000 sexy women. Okay. But we call it for what it is. Because it's not culture. That ain't carnival. And it's lovely if you want to watch sexy gyrating women. And it's an enjoyable sight to behold. But call it that. Calypso. When Calypso was the voice of the people, my school English literature teacher in St. Mary's College, Llewellyn McIntosh, he's my friend on Facebook still, short pants. When justice is done, don't care how small, the law must be there for all. But if judges taking bribe to throw your case outside, then the law is an ass. If when your case is called, no papers at all, then the law is an ass. If policemen indeed selling and smoking weed, then the law is an ass. And if the brilliant AG let all these things pass, we know the law is an ass. My English literature teacher in St. Mary's College, Llewellyn McIntosh, every year, Miguel Brown and them just have a show in Queen's Hall after Carnival, right after Carnival. It's the best part of Carnival now. Because you still see culture, you still see the anyway. You see here when he sang The Law is an Ass? You hear when he sang that? 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So for Zir Mohammed to try and challenge me for calling the Prime Minister Jack, I come in from a long line of intelligent people. And in long line. So miss me with that. Miss me. I want to give you one more and I'm gone. I want to give you one more and I'm gone. Because my phone ringing up. Here one of these geniuses. Now you had to love Calypso to understand what the lyrical content in this song could be taught in school. There are people who listen to Calypso that don't understand. You try with a federation. The whole thing in confusion. A smelling disaster. You went a big so how come you can't unite 7 million? When a West Indian unity, I know it's very easy. If you only rap to your people and tell them like me, the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man. So we must push one common intention for a better life in the region. For we woman and we children. That must be the ambition of the Caribbean man. The Caribbean man, the Caribbean man. My Bonifides, clear. Carnival, Calypso, Soca. You know who has an amazing talent? Mr. Shaq. I hope Mr. Shaq doesn't waste it. He is brilliant. His timing, his delivery, his lyrical content. If he doing his own writing, Mr. Shaq. Now, as David Rudder sang, lyrics to make a politician cringe. The turn of phrase in that song, boy. You all heard boy? But the last badger of Calypso, he christened himself the last badger of Calypso, and I think he right. The last badger.
I wanna fly, change, fly up to the sky. UNC change up, things rearrange up. This is since they get rid of past. Let the past be the past. UNC brand new, they're going to tell you. This is since they humble down. The party have no more of it.
You notice his bigger tune, and I got to eat into the bandwidth to get it here. But anyway, that will be on flow. My broadcast is on TSTT, so it shouldn't damage it too much. And I hope I could do this quickly. Sorry about that. If I find it, I'll play it. Let me try. Right. This. The arrangement, the lyrics, the delivery of this song. Curtailing. Witness an orchestra, a band of parliamentarians. fools. They're using race as a tool to divide, conquer, and rule. To justify their bull, the race card they always pull.
Lead vocalists have sore throat. Keyboard is playing wrong note. English of serial.
You hear it in a phrase? The lyrics not rhyming. Some have no sense of timing. Singing about the parliament, you know. Listen to the phrase. Bubbles perverting the cause of justice. Our democracy at risk. Music rotten to the core. Who arranged that score? Thanks for sticking it out. We had a tough time with the feed tonight. They could only beat us with that. But we're growing dramatically. Tomorrow, Saturday, 19 Stanmore Avenue, we are cutting our birthday cake, 1 year old, and we have two very big announcements to make. I don't want to say massive, but two very big announcements to make, and we're making them tomorrow. And I was going to give you a heads up tonight, but I can't because it's tomorrow. So tomorrow we're doing, after that I'll be able to, I guess, Monday, and Monday you'll hear, or come tomorrow. 19 Stanmore Avenue is open to the public, noon. Come to the public meeting. We have a lot of good folks here, and the delivery tomorrow is going to be very, very we have some issues to address and to deal with, so we'll stick a pen. To those who only saw this video, it's called part 2 because there was a part 1. The real jam, we're on the feed tonight. We use Flow and B Mobile TSTT to see how we can work it out. But I realize the jamming is a location thing, because when I do my lives on location, we get massive numbers. So like Monday's live got 40,000 views. So what I realize is they somehow jamming location. So I will do that. I will go, or I will move around. I will move around. Even if I do 2-3 lives a week, but we will get the information out. What is very important though, is that you come out and add your voice. Plenty of people want to have an opinion. Come and have it. Plenty of people who want to offer their version of, come. We have an open mic from the moment the meeting starts. From the moment the meeting starts, come out, come and talk, come and join, come and add your voice. Don't just make a set of old noise. There have enough people doing that already. We don't need more old noise makers. In fact, we need to ignore all the old noise makers altogether. We need to start working with people who not only focusing on the issues, but offering solutions. And we are doing that in a massive way and changing the national conversation. They can't get away. They can't evade it. They can't evade responsibility. You have a job. The well-being of the citizenry is the function of government. The destruction of carnival will pass, and then Keith Rowley will be calling you to call an election. And we'll be calling on the people to help us agitate to call for an election. This cannot continue. You cannot continue to have a jackass and a band of fools as government and telling you this can't fix and that can't work. But what you're trying to say is you can't do it. And if you can't do it, fire yourself, because we'll fire you. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, will fire you. Anyway, we're wrapping it up. We're coming to a close tomorrow, 19th Stanmore Avenue, as usual, housekeeping. peptrinbago@gmail.com is the email address. Pep app, P-E-P-A-P-P. Free on all app stores. Download it. It gives you get access to the feeds, and it gives you all the updates. We have a new frame. It's launched today. My profile picture has a link on my profile picture for the new frame, Level Up 2018. Frame yourself. Show them. Make a noise. The whole of Facebook, somebody tell me, brother, Everybody in orange. They see it and they see it coming. So they send in all them little pump it. We have no time with that. We have no time with that. We're taking it on at all. We're going to confront and resolve at the source. We're going to the source of the problem and we're going to fix it there. We, the people of Chantabing, I'll tell you something. Everything could fix. When the Prime Minister tell you, he know what to do, fire him. We know what to do. We know how to fix the police service. We know how to secure the nation's borders. We know how to unstuff the containers and examine them on the port. Ignore the old talk. That will add 5 hours to my shipment. Brother, Singapore moves in 1 hour more containers than we move in an entire year. We will bring a Singapore manager in Trinidad. It is time for us to stop the bullshit. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop the bullshit. Stop the excuses. Stop accepting foolishness. You live in a world where I could talk to you right now live. You live in that world. Remove the blinders from your eyes. You're seeing the rest of the entire world doing well and Trinidad doing shit. Only we? How come? How come I watched a TV show once and the fella said, he said to the cook, he said, I like all kind of eggs. I like sunny side eggs, scrambled eggs, poached eggs, fried eggs, omelets, easy over. I like all kind of eggs. These eggs, I cannot eat them. Who do I blame, the hen or the cook? And that's the question. Because if the rest of the world, economy growing, if the rest of the world cooling themselves and doing well, how come Trinidad economy collapsing? How come Trinidad in murderous turmoil? How come? Who do we blame? The Anunnaki or the jackass in government? Think about it. It don't take long to think. And I want to tell you something here. No matter how black you are, when death coming, you know, you can't say, hey, look, I'm black as a PNM. Because when last I checked, more than 90% of the people who getting gunned down, black. So I don't think that working. I don't think that working. I don't think you're going to hold up that shield. Look, my PNM party card. That ain't helping. Bullets. The truth of the matter is your government has failed. They have failed. And the only thing keeping the people from rioting is the jackass on the other side. And I want to tell you this. We're not a riot. We don't need the PNM. We don't need the UNC. We need a proper functional government. Tomorrow at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue, come and have a conversation. Come and talk about education, healthcare, home ownership, national security, what the well-being of the citizenry means, how regulating the financial sector will bring the banks to order and get service to the people, buoy the economy, create a middle class, small business development that will allow for many, many jobs to suck you into a life where even if you're a minimum wage earner, you could own a home. All of a sudden, the jackassery gone and the country start to make sense and you're happy. And then, but you could whine to anything you want. You could whine twice, whine morning and evening. I don't care. Let's fix this shit. Let's get this place functional. Nobody else. We don't want to find no more bodies. We don't want to find no more dead people. We want to fix it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it and done. And I want to tell you, come down in the office tomorrow and throw $100 on me and say, look, put that in the kitty. We ain't no $1 million party. We need your help. We need your voice, we need your presence, we need your vote, we need your money, we need you to volunteer and come and help us. If we had a wash car to make money to challenge for election, this party not stopping, the orange train on its tracks. We're 1 year old. We pass that magic bullet, we leave plenty of them behind. Plenty of them, okay? So, until tomorrow at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue, and you are all invited. Bring everybody. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.